And welcome to the Jameel Rawls Show. And tonight, what we want to go over is a very, very, very important and traditional subject on the Jameel Rawls Show, having to deal with spirituality. And I received some very good instruction, some very good guidance from an ex-KGB agent who, well, I didn't speak to him. I received it through his video, through his YouTube presentations. But Yuri Brezhnev um, came out with a lot of documentaries and a lot of lectures back in the 80s, somewhere in the 80s. And I watched a lot of his videos. And the most important, significant thing I can pull out of his information is spirituality. And there were some parts in his video where he was saying some of the horrors that he saw dealing with communism, and he would say deep down inside, I wanted somebody to tell me I was a fake and to tell me this was all phony. And that when he said it, that really got to me. And he said some really good things to go along with it. He was saying, and I'm not picking on communism. This deals with anything, in capitalism, socialism, any kind of ism out there, really. But he was saying how the moral agents of God, and he was saying that how it was spiritual warfare, basically the people in the Soviet Union were under. And he was saying that the most important thing is non-material guidance. And this is with any crisis in life, whether it be economic or a situation like that, or a famine where there's no food. I think non-material guidance is the most important thing. Now, he made a comment saying strike with moral superiority, which I thought really elevated the consciousness of that lecture. Studying primate research and morality, that'll help a lot on the subject. But the ultimate thing he left the listeners with is he kept saying God defeats communism, God defeats communism. And when you look to countries like China, where they had Mao in the little red book, it looks like Mao, it didn't look like what was happening. Mao was trying to take away Buddhism, trying to take away the spirituality of the people. Maybe then, I heard some people more recently speaking about communism in China, and they live in China, and they were saying that it works for them now. Maybe it didn't work for them then maybe it works for them now. I thought that was interesting. I listened to a small lecture of Chinese students explaining their views of communism. They said that it works for China. They said it might not work for the United States, but it works for China, though. So I thought that was interesting. But that's the Jameel Rawls Show on spiritual warfare. Basically, any type of disaster or any type of horrible situation you find yourself in, to have non-material guidance, spiritual guidance. That's what gets you through it.